Welcome to Goalfest Conclave 2023 and I'm in conversation with Dr. Sujit Paul, CEO of Dava India. How are you doing, sir?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking that.
Fabulous. So to start with, just tell me a brief or give me a light on the journey entire that led to the prestigious Brand Award of India.
Well, I think we are doing our own transitions at this point of time, and it's time that India is also kind of opening up in accepting the generic medicines. So I think it's a fantastic time, and with this time, we have set a very clear aspiration and goal for us and the country that we will ensure that we make good quality, very high quality, affordable healthcare in the form of Dava India medicines. And I think that's what we are doing all across the country, and that's what have led us where we are at this point of time.
Perfect. That sounds so good. Tell me one thing. After winning this award, how do you plan to align that with your system values in your company?
I think award is just a stepping stone, but that's not what it is, and that's not the entire part of the story. It's just the accolade of what the team is working out.
Correct.
So as we are kind of getting this and many more on the shelves, but the journey continues much more harder, and that's what builds self aspiration, organizational aspirations much more, to ensure that we kind of cascade all the values and the beliefs that we are trying to build around the organizational governance, and towards ensuring that the end consumer actually gets good quality healthcare, good quality medicines at their hand, re-strengthens itself much more after this and more.
Fabulous. And in any industry, it is very important to have a brand presence. What are your plans in regards to strengthening the brand presence after winning this award?
Well, for us, the perspective of brand is all that it matters is how well we can hand over or kind of give high quality generic medicines to the end consumer or patient. So well, after this journey, multiple other similar journey unfolds for us, where we are penetrating much more deeper in rural India, ensuring that we drive and cascade the sound of Dava India in rural as well, so that there is no Indian that can actually say that they can't afford medicines, and that's what we are striving for.
Fabulous. And there are companies who are practicing cultural change management. How do you think you want to navigate this in the system of your company?
Well, I think that's the most core piece that I have in my mind, because I have done it over and over again, and this is again what we are doing out here. Now, the prime story of cultural change management is that when you actually drive an organization through value and not only through financial numbers that ticks, that's a big thing. It's a very painful task, of course, because what happens is that all your team members need to be aligned on the kind of culture that you want to drive in the organization, a culture that builds in ethics and values, a culture that really builds and brings a story where the real cause for existence of a company is much larger than only financial numbers. Now we are trying to kind of infuse this to every single people of our organization, to infuse this to every single business head, every single employees, right from top to bottom, and that's where a huge story is actually evolving up. So right from the internal stakeholders of the organization, the external stakeholder of the organization, and the entire value chain is actually being driven through a cultural perspective on a day in, day out basis, and that's what is driving the heartbeat of Dava India at this point of time.
Fabulous. It is absolutely thoughtful, I must say. And talking about maintaining the level of excellency, what do you think? What are the strategies of your company to maintain the level of excellency in your company?
I'm a great believer that either you do it nicely or don't do it at all. So there is no shortcuts. So if not excellency, mediocrity does not even stays on my jargon. So as per a strategic movement for excellency is concerned, right from ensuring that we offer the high quality medicines, to ensuring that the right packaging, to ensuring that the end consumer actually understands the transitional value movement of consuming good quality generic medicines, to build internal value system in the ecosystem of the organization. We are striving for excellence in every single place. So there is no place of mediocrity in the organization that exists at this point of time, and every single movement, every single department, every single plethora of the organizational heartbeats and the brain that actually is going through on every single day goes through a platform of excellence level.
Fabulous. And would you like to put some light on the dedication and the determination your entire team has shown so that you could win the prestigious Brand of the Year award?
We have one of the best team that the country have in pharma retail, and the way how I see is that for this team the clock actually doesn't work, because they really work almost 24 hours a day. And this is not for the sake of saying, this is exactly what I mean. You call at 12 o'clock in the midnight, 2 o'clock in the midnight, the team is working. So the entire team is totally charged up to drive in the value that we are trying to move forward. So that's what it is. So I think the entire story actually goes to the team and much more in the organization at large.
Fabulous. And wishing you all the luck for all the future endeavors. And thank you for joining in. Absolutely pleasure having you.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.